Welcome to Utah, to the Beehive State for this site of the WAC Volleyball Tournament semifinals, game 2 of the day between the Chicago State Cougars and the New Mexico State Aggies. We're coming to you live from Rebecca D. Lockhart Arena on the campus of Utah Valley University. Hello, everybody. Brandon Crow alongside the fantastic Adam Young. Alongside Thomas Loomis. Alongside Melanie Perkins. Alongside Ben Kenobi-Aird. Sitting alongside Kristen Kozlowski. Alongside my partner in crime, Holton Hunsaker. Alongside Kaylee Doxey. Thank you for letting us be a part of your day and evening, wherever you are here on ESPN+. Adam, we had a lot of energy earlier on this afternoon. We saw Grand Canyon and Utah Valley go 4 sets. Utah Valley was victorious. Historic moment for Chicago State yesterday. First ever conference appearance, first ever conference victory as they swept UTRGV. But then we got a perennial powerhouse in New Mexico State coming in today in the #1 overall seed.
Yeah, we've had 2 minor upsets so far. It was a 5 seed over a 4 seed yesterday, and then a 3 seed over a 2 seed earlier today. This would be a huge upset if Chicago State can find a way to take down WAC Power New Mexico State.
Hey, miracles can happen. We'll take a look at the overall bracket like we just mentioned. Utah Valley upset Grand Canyon earlier this afternoon right here in this very arena. And right now we're going to get ready for New Mexico State and Chicago State. Whoever wins this matchup will face the hometown Utah Valley Wolverines tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock. Thomas making me feel like a chump wearing my long sleeves out here. It's chilly. But Thomas, the former player, looking like he's ready to go back out there on the pitch.
Hey, it's an exciting night. It has cooled off a little bit, but it's going to be perfect conditions for UVU under these, desert mountains. It's cooled off a little bit, but exactly what you want to be able to fly around all night long on a rivalry match like tonight.
Speaking of rivalry matches, taking a look at the WAC standings for us right here. Utah Valley #2, Seattle right behind him at #3. Hello, Mandalorians. This is the way. Alongside Ben Kenobi-Aird, I'm Brandon Bounty Hunter Crow. Welcome to Force Night at the UCCU Center. Ben, Utah Valley had a tough loss on the road on Sunday in Colorado, but you know just as well as anybody else, you can throw that all out the window when you got an in-state rivalry game like this.
Yeah, there's something special about playing against an in-state rival in your building. The atmosphere is a little bit different, the feel's a little bit different, and it doesn't really matter the records or anything of that nature. Everyone's going to come in prepared and looking to get a win, so it should be a fun environment tonight.
One person, Ben, who has been prepared all season long for the Wolverines has been TJ Washington, and he's been a dynamic force. He missed the first couple games of the season, but ever since he's come back, he's been phenomenal.
Yeah, he's been absolutely phenomenal, and he's one of those guys that's not afraid of the spotlight, right? You look at him against Kentucky, he's hitting big shots, making plays for his teammates, setting them up, averaging 15.4 points per game on the season. Just an unbelievable all-around player for the Wolverines.
And on the opposite side for the Wildcats, Jared Harding, that man right there has been getting it done. 17 points per game for this guy.
Yeah, I mean, he's a dynamic player, right? Anyone that's averaging somewhere around 17 points and shooting close to 50% from the field goal, I mean, he's going to be the focus of the Wolverines, trying to stop him. He's a dynamic player and scorer, and that's going to be a challenge.
Well, again, throw everything out the window. It's a rivalry game. Grab your lightsabers and your blasters. Force Night tips off officially next here on UVU TV. Saren, this is a culmination. All the hard work, all those long practices your parents that drove you around growing up. What does this moment mean for you?
Oh, this means that all my hard work has finally paid off. To all those new players out there, keep working hard. Push every day, and it will work out in the end.
Coach, tomorrow you will be facing Utah Valley. You know what Coach Atoa has up his sleeve. What are you expecting from the Wolverines tomorrow?
Well, they're good. They're at home, and again, we're the #1 seed, and we got to play on somebody else's court in the championship. It's no fun, but it is what it is, and we've overcome a lot of obstacles this year. So they've got a good team. Their length gave us problems last time, and hopefully we'll rise up to the task.
Congratulations, Coach. Go celebrate the victory, and we'll see you tomorrow afternoon.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
It's been a magical year for you, Saren. You got married. You got the championship. You're going to Omaha. What do those words mean to you? You're going to Omaha.
It means we made UVU history! Yeah!
Saren, congratulations. Brandon, your final thoughts?
I mean, it's been an absolute fantastic tournament, Adam. I mean, given the circumstances, having the teams that have come in here and played, proven that the Western Athletic Conference is not a conference that people should be taking lightly. Top to bottom, we had upsets. We had history. This is a historic tournament. I mean, Chicago State, the first ever conference tournament, boom, they come out and they sweep UTRGV, making history. Utah Valley tonight sweeping New Mexico State, making history. And the WAC just continues to be fantastic and trending upward.
Wolverine?
How did you keep your composure in between the goal nets there?
It was a little bit tough because, we really wanted to win this game. We have never qualified, until this point. So there was a lot of pressure, obviously, but, you got to keep thinking that you're doing this for the team, you're doing this for the program, and that's what kept us going, basically.
So what does that mean to you to know that you've done something that not everybody's done before?
That was my goal, coming to this team UTRGV and being something new that we can build up our history, And it means a lot to me personally, because I feel like I'm part of something big.
Hello again, everybody. Brandon Crow alongside Adam Young. Thank you for letting us be a part of your day here on ESPN+. We are midway through semifinal number 2, Adam. New Mexico State just one set away from going back to yet another Western Athletic Championship match.
Yeah, that was a much better set, Brandon, for the Aggies. They hit 522. They finished that set number 2 scoring 6 of the final 7 points. They look like the regular season champs there in set 2.
And you talked about how there might be some rust to shake off, and I think they got that rust off pretty quickly there in that first set.
Yeah, early on in set 1, a little sloppy, some confusion, arms and balls they probably should have played. Didn't block it as well, but certainly set 2 flipped for them.
Well, let's take a quick look at the highlights and how it broke down from between the first 2 sets here. And already we've seen a couple players stand out from both sides. We've seen Felice, as always, called upon for Chicago State, but she's been met so hard by the block party of Mosher and Lipscomb. It's tonight's matchup between the Seattle University Redhawks and the Utah Valley Wolverines. Brandon Crow alongside Holton Hunsaker. Holton Hunsaker is a member of the Utah Valley Men's Basketball 1,000-point club, and his compadre, former teammate Zach Nelson, comes into this game as one of the seniors and graduates that they're going to be honoring tonight, and he's just 26 points shy from being in the 1,000-point club with you, Holton.
You put a lot of pressure on Zach. You've had the countdown going since game 1 of this season.
It's a big milestone.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just speechless right now.
That's all right, Coach. This is a moment where all these emotions, all the hard work and the warrior moments that you have forged throughout your career and throughout the career of these players, this is where it comes to fruition, and where you're able to eat the fruits of your labor. And Kazna Tanavasa, your whole team, top to bottom, Coach, has been outstanding. And what more can you say about this squad?
Wow, just so happy for them. Their poise, just being able to kind of stick to our offense, stick to our plan, and they just kind of came together. So hats off to Mike and his team. This was a big day for us today, and New Mexico State, they have built a dynasty there, and this was our day today, and we'll savor it for sure.
Coming from behind after dropping the first 2 to win the final 3. Hello, everybody. Thank you again for letting us be a part of your Saturday afternoon. We are joined by head coach of the Wolverines, Coach Atoa. Coach, how would you describe that victory?
Oh, wow. Just proud of the young ladies for that fight. We've just been kind of struggling, kind of getting things going as far as on our offense. But, man, when they put it together, it was something pretty to watch. And so tonight, those last 3 sets were just phenomenal play on their execution on the things that we've been practicing and working on every day. So really happy to kind of see that tonight.
Is there any key ingredient for what you say in a huddle to the kids to not let their emotions get the best of them?
Well, it's just more of just keep going, because it's just continuing to instill the belief in them and the fight, and not worrying about the mistakes or dwelling on the mistakes, but allowing ourselves to focus on our execution and our game. And I think that when we do that, we're a pretty good team.
I think you do a good job of doing that, keeping the team motivated. And what do you think made the difference in adjusting the offense, your guys' offense, to their defense, to their blocks, to their stops?
Well, they didn't do anything different besides trying to help out a little bit more in the middle. Mostly they were a spread blocking team. We felt like that we can attack their middles. And they started helping out a little bit, which was expected. But we were able to just stick with our game plan. And so we knew that as long as we were able to do that and attack them in the middle and open things up, our outsides were able to just kind of make things happen. So part of that was just we've been struggling at our success on the pins, both on the right side and on the left. But tonight for the third set on, it was really hard for anybody to stop our offense because they hit the ball better and just with a lot of fire. So it was really good to see some of that, especially those that have been struggling a little bit offensively, and that's great. It's great to see.
Well, congratulations, Coach. It was a thrilling match to be a part of, and again, enjoy this victory with your team.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much.
Well done.
Again, your final today, Utah Valley takes it in 3 sets to 2. 5th set, come from behind. It was just an amazing match. Your final thoughts, Kaylee?
Final thoughts, I think just like he said, offensively they really stepped up, set 3, 4, and 5. And, those kids that were struggling a little bit stepped up. The pins, especially outside right side, they looked good. They looked a lot better than set 1 and 2, and that helped a ton.
So Utah Valley will now regroup, take a road trip to Southern California for Bakersfield before going to Arizona and Grand Canyon. For all of our hardworking staff and crew behind the scenes, for Kaylee Doxey, I'm Brandon Crowe saying so long and good night from Orem, Utah.